Recently, reporters for The Hill caught up with Republican Senator Mitt Romney, asked him about the ongoing and intensifying investigations into Donald Trump and his organization and his kids in the state of New York. And kind of wanted to know, what are your thoughts on this? What does this do for Donald Trump's future? What does it do for the Republican Party? And here's what Mitt Romney had to say. I wouldn't want to speculate on what his legal future might be and as to what impact that would have on politics. You'd have to talk to some pundits. He seems to have a pretty good hold on the base of our party. I think that's unlikely to be swayed by almost anything. So what Mitt Romney is saying here is that even if criminal charges come out against Donald Trump, the Republican base won't care. Even if the man is arrested, hauled away and handcuffed, convicted even, they probably won't care. Even if we uncover crimes far more serious than financial crimes, they won't care. So what Mitt Romney is really saying is that the Republican Party can't be saved. That's what I'm hearing from what he's saying. And I agree with him. If that's what he's saying, and he's obviously not going to come out and say that, but he can, imply it all he wants, and I think he did. The Republican Party cannot be saved. The Republican Party does not deserve to be saved, and America doesn't need the Republican Party to be saved. Political parties, as I have repeatedly said multiple times over just the last few weeks, political parties in America's past have come and gone. They have had presidents, they have had control of the legislature, but eventually they outlive their usefulness, they become too extreme, they fracture from the inside out, and they become something new. We're at that point here in American history again. And believe it or not just with the Republican Party. The best thing that could happen for the United States is for both the Republican Party and the Democratic Party to split apart into multiple different new parties. Because that way you don't have to try to shoehorn yourself into one or the other. We have two major one-size-fits-all parties, and that doesn't work. Because if you're not with this one or this one, you're with a member of a third party that gets shut out of everything because that's the way the system is designed. More parties means more inclusion. Means better representation. And that's what we need to build towards. This isn't just about, screw the Democrats, screw the Republicans. No, it's about creating a system that actually works for American citizens. The needs of me here in the state of Florida vary wildly from the needs of somebody in New York City. They vary from the needs of somebody in Alabama, or Wyoming, or Texas, or California, or Oregon. But I have to fit squarely into one of these columns. Am I a Democrat or am I Republican? Same thing with those people in those other states. We're all forced to be the same thing, even though we all need different things. And we never get those things that we actually need because we're shoehorned into one or the other. And you end up with one party control that bounces back and forth from party to party, and nothing ever changes. So I agree with Mitt Romney that the Republican Party cannot be saved, and it should not be saved. But I also believe that both major parties need to be broken up for the good of this country. This is Hattie. Hattie wants to know why you have not subscribed to our channel. You obviously like our videos, so do us a favor and subscribe.